pandai yegyina se yebeka ya bese na watch community media. The attention is all at Pandai na Supreme Court a suspended a year rerun no. To a breaking news. I was saying Island TV Plus. That's the first time obeji brand no like it video no subscribe no share na for so any be share. Supreme Court a year court batanya e wo oman Ghana mu ha e de nensa ato a year rerun anka ebe koso the 30th of December 2025. Let's give an answer yemfa breakdown on amount CCS. Yin na kaya Pandai a year parliamentary seat no. Just say when you kakra aba go back in 2024 around December this time December 23 and a year Daniel Nsala or no year the NDC parliamentary candidates at the election petition a call a year Tamale High Court say election I call 2024 and it may be entry na ostiti say pink sheet no so and it may be anko numbers ni bi na entuto yi ene ekwan a isi no efa so ye ne nema mi no entwa yi enti court no hwe na onka enti ya ante ho asem sa ade ni mu a bepem afimu busumi etwa mu ya November 24th ana Tamale High Court edi ruling by say so wo hwe ensem a Daniel Nsala ede ba no na obi bi mu ampa though initial petition na 41 police station but one only the entire 152 police stations ni nyina enti sa ruling no de baaye no ebe ma ya ye rerun na afei so ye declare eye seat ya eye Matthew Nindam a no ye the NPP parliamentary candidate no ono so tse no vacant ene asemi baaye na Ghana ha obia so ma lawyer for ka bi Ghana for an ka tse for mu bia ene na no etum ka bi say asemi de emu rem na emu nsu edu na asemi ba yi no of course parliament nso ewo eye ni procedures a wo ye asemi ba no kodane eye parliament speaker of parliament Abansumana Babin ema Ghana for nyina ti ase se ruling bi sa no eba ye automatic stay 7 days ya chese eno no twemu a ewo se parliament no continue with a procedures and the seat was declared vacant sebekaya in one of the court no in one of the parliament no ishiamu or my area said the seat has been declared vacant na emua na Martin Indam lawyers also file a application of stay of execution just court every ruling Tamale High Court the ruling ya bad there nanso no I was court no Supreme Court ekwashi yes that particular ruling no na omo di kind de application no come at Tamale High Court sa stay no say enka on twentwen so kakra but na entwentwen so no eho ruling no emai enti eno no ma of course parliament ekwa ahead ema omo declare the seat ni week and the clerk of parliament following parliamentary procedures and as proceedings no oma easy so as to yes well there is a seat in Pandai in the northern region was you declare vacant and you also declare no koma easy and say easy on also ye also ye bia and easy share date senka 30th December yen ko nko to aba na Martin Indam lawyers EcoPM Supreme Court na Supreme Court etie na sem no and was say okay as I say na wo kan dia enye sa stay no ana wo hwehwe no ya grant na mom no wonjuwatwi kakra esarande case no na ye koto aba 30th say court bad time Supreme Court eden sa to sa election ake record on 30th December no eso na question e manfo bi san say how about the position of Matthew Nindam na the case battle in Tamale High Court. Well, lawyers for actually one more than Martin Nindam lawyers yet say no see ye High Court no ruling now they abandon dia say according to a year interpretation say Martin Yindam ebetimi asan akọ parliament bi. Of course, any amount for we so actually o ma say Derby ruling na Supreme Court at the buy no. It is only suspending elections anka 30th December ebe take place no. Not necessarily a year seat na declared vacant. If you say one kwashe the entire ruling, which is of course declared Martin Yindam disputed. Indeed, the moment the term disputed though the stay has been granted, but status of he being a parliamentary candidate, it doesn't hold. Indeed, he can't go back to parliament. In fact, lawyers will be now actually Martin Yindam, the lawyer, needs to be okay, or the Obi, or Asempa FM.
Indeed, the decision to even suspend whichever a word I will use to suspend the EC from proceeding, you know. Obibaka said that Mr. Daniel no should have been heard. But you see, this is a policy court.
Sure.
Or she won't say no. As a sort of status quo, no. Or because Nyasa Bema 13th no crowd will be useless because there is election here 13th. I salute them. Me kasa me NDC into me but na be hypocrite say I salute them for that. And I am aware and I know. Say the lawyers also have welcomed it. The only choice simple. The Supreme Court says stop. That is the Supreme Court of the Republic. I'm not even too sure say it was a majority decision. It was unanimous. Yes.
Yeah, unanimous.
And it goes without saying. Sana say inti ye do ma say omon koso ma justice system ni nye say ya. Obi kan irrespective of who sucks God. And fa ho ne baby a ofini ye penny resetting aban papa ba obi. Baby a ye resetting.
My deputy director of elections said we need a good riddance because at least a mamo quine now to go and campaign well.
Oh, yes.
MPP for defeat, you know, and a court na postpone amount.
No, you see, it will surely come. But yemfa emra kwan so. Eno na GDC egusi. On says as to said decision no means say I disagree.
Yindam ain't
yes, because you see, no to me. Because no court has vacated the orders of
the High Court.
No. As we speak, there is still the High Court decision. This is not a stay of execution, because a stay of execution application should be on notice.
Yes.
And that is what you have filed in the High Court first. And you repeat. And on the Supreme Court, it had to do with the election, which we agree. But, and then, when you have said, I'll say,
as can go back to
there be member humpo or say as I say for Pandai for your representation.
Yes.
Croy.
Ade.
Obi. You croy.
Obeka eya.
You croy oh eya na reho. Me say ukwa obeba. Ukwa obeba. Few weeks you know as so your representation. Unyami nshira buemfo. Onyankopon nhyira krai mu Supreme Court na make a choice some sisi krai mu pen. They never had it in the entire the eighth parliament.
But it's been said the application to the Supreme Court in the Guam constituency matter it was couched as a human rights action. The court ordered them to go back to the High Court because High Court and a original jurisdiction on human rights. Name discusses so we are sure.
Oh, Obi. Now, Obi say me thoughts.
Okay, today
a dark day.
Okay.
Days in Magana, a dark period. Yeah, democracy.
We'll deal with
not frame.
Yeah.
Now they obey. Now nim we no. So this is it. As we speak, pursuant to the judgment of the High Court, which was served on the Speaker and the Parliament. Speakers were acting based on the Constitution and the standing order. And we declare seat vacant.
Yes.
Obian for Speaker go do. But you follow. The seat as ye can say a vacant.
Pursuant to the High Court decision.
Because of course, as a speaker, inya be prompting now or they be declare and no based on that judgment we declare vacant. And as we speak, the seat is vacant and Mr. Nyindam knows it. What happens beyond that? Because of course the speaker can only inform the electoral commission that the seat is vacant, proceed. But in proceeding, the electoral commission gravity I can't use 30 days. They would explain why. And of course, if you even count the day the judgment was given to 30th now, 30 days per paper. So I tell you, I'm trying to say because they are also almost 2 minimum random quite so many it is even easy crack so for one reason or the other, and I say act of God be crab by and may postpone in the idea. It doesn't mean said anybody has vacated
the decision
of the High Court. I must speak council be acting on constitutional requirements so declare seat vacant. A different crap.
But in law we talk necessary implication.
No, it doesn't apply.
By necessary implication,
no, it doesn't apply here.
The
Supreme Court says electoral commission don't proceed with the election. The Supreme Court we've done interpretation.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court did not say anything with regards to the vacancy of the seat. Two different scenarios and necessary implication.
Fast forward, and Nancy has a Bekaya Akwatia, a NDC parliamentary candidate. And of course, he happens to be also a lawyer and an astute one. Also, chairman at the file a Supreme Court ruling now. A buyer no, also Emma yet as I said, there is no way that Martin Nyindam can so hold himself say, oh a Pandai parliamentary a candidate. Of course, the lawyers of Martin Nyindam SIT a Jachi question a case, you know. Na this lawyer the NDC parliamentary candidate here on also Akwatiano or my yet any maybe as far as the ruling from Supreme Court no concerned. Umayinti Nisan Libya or Kaya El Honso.
Near Dikaino on 1st December, ye file a motion on notice for an order of certiorari invoking the supervisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court to quash the judgment that was delivered by the High Courts, Ewo Tamale Commercial Division on 24th November 2024. Entienu ne dikan. Na ye de sa ye file sa process no. Bailiff of the Honorable Court, se omoko survey, Honorable Daniel Nsala Wakpal. Service no man intimiani. Inti no the certificate of non-service from a northern region by. I say after 3 consecutive attempts to serve or man intimian serve no. Inti although na enkane NSS court no ye ko movie that application for an order of certiorari no. And I'm say ya serve parliament, ya serve electoral commission. Nenso so ye nya kwanya and serve the first interested party no. Na hu be hia say ye file another ex parte motion for an order of substituted service. Into that is the second process now ye file you know. And I toss me ensa substituted service application because of development na eba mu ayi say ye nya nipa no na ya serve no and electoral commission so the press statement aba say nyame adoma 30th of December omo be conduct run one serve nipa so a motion on notice untimi movie on echi ene nke count na hu be hia say in ye supplementary affidavit no yes court no for an order to suspend the
election no the na court na granting
na edi kind no court no grantee request to serve by substitution on the parliamentary NDC parliamentary candidate for Panda Honorable Daniel Nsala Wakpal into my direction say ye betima near man 9 yen serve on the residence ewo Pandai ho which he used to do the petition no and then ye tosumi no ye be serve o Pandai district court ye the courtare notice and then ye tosumi ensan so no ye Tamale northern region ho ye be Tamale high court ewo Tamale ne yakobo ewo notice board and then ye tosun 9 so ye the be send no WhatsApp and that is about the application no ex parte motion no for substituted service that was granted and the request for suspension is to the effect that say atemuafo no eja no moka say yensan kon yensan bra on the next agenda date on the 13th even say omubua the substantive motion no in favor of Honorable Martin Nyindamumpa na say yakwa akoto aba on the 30th berenda the decision na say yachichire court nensa ebema effectively no decision na court no de beba enti eno no nti ene yesre say court no en suspend the rerun no the effect of the suspension so ne say unim say na already no ye the another motion or notice for stay of execution ako high court or tamale
that's true
yes I file a notice of appeal enti no ne person stay the judgment delivered by the court on 24 November 2024 by 2025
yes
enti no say na Supreme Court no am grant yes suspension omo kan niema mienu ne edi nkan no omo say prima facie case we no ma application a yede aba no into that is established ne etoso mienu nso so omo share the second interested party say on suspending all processes and activities and not be towards the election.
Second interested party in electoral commission. Now electoral commission and lawyer for so. And also on suspending BBA until the final determination in the matter. And I think what people then have asked and is what is the effect of that decision way and on whether Nyindam Besai holding a home as MP or not? What is the effect?
Effect in so go back to Parliament until the final determination of the case.
Are you sure?
Because effect no because edientina yekoya rerun. The rerun and I say letter Parliament ejina so editro comma electoral commission was to effect the judgment of the court.
Sure.
Suspending the rerun as ordered by the court say it should be done within 30 days no. Suspending it is except now the orders now Supreme Court na man a severe stay of execution. But
you would also know say suspending the rerun and automatically an arrest of the High Court's decision. The High Court decision delivered on 24th no, still holds. That decision has not been
stayed the decision. It has stayed it. Because they say, no, what is the decision? The decision of the High Court was to the effect that all the 152 polling station results were trim.
Yes.
To the effect that Electoral Commission enyan shesheye no monsanko rane in all 152 polling stations in 30 days.
Okay.
Mbacho sir. And they say in 30 days no muntimi nkoto aba na dey no muntimi nkoto aba no. O muntimi another decision of the court because the Supreme Court's suspension has stayed it.
The election.
It has stayed the decision.
The rerun.
Yeah, the rerun. The decision is to rerun. And the Supreme Court has stayed it. And
there was the decision and there was consequential orders. In the decision, no, Bakone said Nyindam should not hold himself up again as MP. The elections have been nullified. EC and sign running in 30 days. EC took the move say on running. Court ne say yen suspended. Supreme Court yen suspended rerun no. It doesn't mean say the court decision say Nyindam should not hold himself up as MP has been vacated. No.
By necessary implication of the Supreme Court's decision to suspend the rerun. Amame, my belief, and say Honorable Martin Nyindam can still go back to Parliament and go about his duties until such a time that a final decision can be made.
Can be made by the Supreme Court.
It's also in the interest of justice that the people of Pandai should not have representation because there is a protracted litigation. I'm not saying this will be protracted, but they should, at any point in time, the people who have gone to queue on 7 December 2024 to elect their representative, they should not be denied the opportunity because of ongoing legal processes. Nyame Adomna say, sa motion yi Supreme Court no bua na atemuafo no de omano asemoba whether unanimously or by majority decision almost a direction we ne yenkwa yenyina with our fidelity to the law obia besom ama ni ombeka se yenye bia na yakoye but say na make say ne de say Supreme Court na say suspended. Now waka say it does not have any effect on it should prevent Honorable Martin Yindam from representing the people of Pandaya. Effectively, you are saying you want to leave the seat vacant without until say Assembly without representation. And reasonably and by necessary implication, the suspension is serving as a stay of execution of the judgment of the court.
We know, sir. Muye a specific application to the High Court for a stay of execution.
No, correct.
Court needs the decision on that Beba 18th, which is Thursday. For example, say Thursday court need decision, but na court need dismisses some application na. What does it mean in the face of
or dismiss in the face of the
Supreme
orders
Court,
of the Supreme Court? And it has already stayed the process. And you don't say High Court no can say I won't stay. He should go ahead and conduct the rerun.
No, the High Court cannot say that.
So that's why I'm telling you that by necessary implication, the in the interest of justice, the Supreme Court, even if we did not pray for, would make consequential orders.
Yes.
Because it's also a policy court. They will look out for the best interests of the country in the matter and then exercise the discretion to make such orders. And to Thursday, with respect to the honorable courts, me did say orders be a High Court no. Ebema in that ruling on so yebeti ne asomniaje enkrata aba back to Accra, but I don't think that will oust the orders that have been given by the Supreme Court.
Lawyer, in fact, he is currently the NDC parliamentary candidate for Akwatia. Yekoto abana enche none the recent by elections a year Ghana for yekoye. Ebusia aha Island TV Plus. Send first time obe subscribe video no. Now I like it. Now I share. Now for front so enye bi a share. Eddie Amai.